Hi, I'm Mandy Green, and I know I'd usually be talking to you about developing your career confidence, but today I want to spend 3 minutes just giving you a few survival tips on how to manage yourself and your career when you're working and parenting, and for many people, schooling from home during lockdown and beyond. Working from home during lockdown can be a nightmare if you've got kids. The women I coach are really struggling right now, more than ever, with this ever-present work and home balance and getting it right. There's that constant underlying draining sense that they're failing at everything, and it's such a tough gig right now. There's homeschooling, there's being remote from colleagues, there's massive anxiety over health, over money, over career. And then there's also carrying the burden of the second shift. And what that means is taking care of all the domestic stuff after the work is finished. Although I don't have a magic wand, here are a few things that you can do that will help. So remember to divide your plan of action into two main areas to focus on. First, the environment you're working in. And I don't just mean your workspace, I mean the people around you too. And then number two, your own mindset. So let's look at that environment first. If you're in a partnership, take a long, hard look at the division of labour and the focus of who gets to work uninterrupted and who doesn't. Who is picking up the small stuff? Who's filling out school admin? Who's doing the food runs? Who's making sure spills are cleaned and clothes are laundered? Is it a fair division of labour? The care of kids is often implicitly defined as the female domain, so do a health check on the balance within your own partnership. Is everybody pulling their weight? Are you automatically defaulting to certain jobs unconsciously because that's how you do things around here? How we do things is culture, and this is defined by human behaviour. It's not set in stone. So look at what's happening in your domain, and if you need a conversation, then have it. However uncomfortable it might be, try thinking of it as an extension of your leadership skills. So you'll be setting clear direction and tasks and goals. You'll be speaking your needs. You'll be having to delegate. You'll be having to let go of stuff. What do you need to be doing to motivate other people and how? Remember, it's also a great opportunity to be a positive role model for your kids, because if they can see household tasks being negotiated, it sends a message of flexibility and equality. While I'm not advocating you run your home like a workplace, there are plenty of transferable skills that can help. So if you're struggling, ask for help. And this means at work as well as at home. So many women I know are reticent to reach out to their boss and say they're not able to do what's required. But also remember, many employers are being very flexible right now. So make sure your boss knows what's going on for you and negotiate any changes you need to make. During that process, you'll be demonstrating good communication and influencing skills if you're able to put a good case together for your boss. So approach this request as an opportunity to set those goals and boundaries and practice those skills rather than approaching it with a mindset of failure. Now, talking of mindset, one thing we know now from psychologists and labour experts is that women are taking a much higher mental load from all of this too. Not only are we doing the work, but we're worrying about it more, and we're feeling guiltier for not doing it all as well as we'd like. So this really isn't the time for perfectionism. There are some things that you may simply need to let go of and to be comfortable with that. And one simple tip that might help is, rather than writing out a list on paper, write them onto post-its instead and put them up somewhere. And this way you can move the post-its around to prioritise. Or better still, if that thing's really not going to get done, just take the thing off the wall, screw it up and throw it away. There's something psychologically significant about that act of throwing, which makes it easier to let go of. It seems more final somehow. Remember that it's easier to believe the lies that your inner critic will tell you when you're tired and stressed. Shitty mum syndrome comes from believing those whispering lies that say all the other mums are doing a better job and that your children will grow up delinquent and deficient because you didn't get to read them that bedtime story. Not true. Remember, it's the sum of the days, not just today, that forms your kids. So stay balanced and remember that bigger picture. For some people, keeping a journal of all of the good things your kids are taking from the day can be really helpful. So notice the laughter, notice the hugs, notice the new things that they're learning instead of just focusing on the tears, the tantrums, or on your own guilt. And finally, remember it's okay to go to bed super early. Give yourself permission to get the rest that you need. This could just be a 10-minute walk in the middle of the day, but you do matter and it will help you to cope. Somebody once said that we expect women to work like they don't have children and to raise children as if they don't work, and that is so true. So please be kind to yourself and show the self-compassion that you would show to a friend. While it is a struggle right now and it does feel like your career may be on a back burner, that will change. Remember to look for those opportunities to lead yourself and to lead your family, because by practicing self-leadership now, you're equipping yourself to lead others in the future. So nothing's ever wasted. So please comment below on your experiences and subscribe to my channel by hitting that bell, or visit my website at mandygreenleadership.com. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.